What is going on, y'all? Robert Sykes, KetoBrick.com, and I got an announcement for y'all. So I have always prided myself in being as transparent with y'all as possible from the very get-go. I've shown y'all the behind the scenes of us slaving away making these bricks by hand when we first conceived the product back in 2017, launched in 2018, from moving to one location to the next, the different flavors, the different profiles, like all that stuff. We have increased prices twice since we've been in business. I don't like increasing prices. We don't offer discounts on the bricks apart from our anniversary launch, as y'all know, because the margins on the bricks are so slim in the first place. I am an entrepreneur. I love business. I love entrepreneurship. I love creating something of value with my own two hands and putting it out into the world. Some things in business are outside of my control. And right now, we are facing one of those situations. I don't know if y'all are in the know or not about the cacao butter crisis that is currently underway, but if you simply Google cacao butter crisis, you will be inundated with all kinds of information about what is going on. Basically, from what I've gathered, I've talked to multiple suppliers at this point, there was an El Nino season in Africa where a lot of the cacao crops are produced, basically decimated their crop plantation by a third, some estimates say 2/3 of their normal production. So there is a massive shortage on the cacao market supply right now. Basic supply and demand, that has resulted in a crazy increase in costs of cacao butter. To give y'all some perspective, I have been in a contract on cacao butter at $5 a pound, and I got recently quoted at $10.10 a pound, so I bought that up. I got 3,600 pounds of cacao butter at $10.10 a pound, and I am now getting quotes north of $20 a pound. That is a pretty significant increase from the $5 a pound that I've been paying for cacao butter. As y'all know, the margins on the bricks are already minuscule to begin with, which is why we don't do the discounts. So an increase by that degree for our primary ingredient is not a good thing for business. And I'm just trying to stay in business. I'm trying to be proactive. I'm trying to be resilient. I'm trying to do right by y'all. I'm trying to figure out what I need to do as the owner of this company to take it in the right direction so that we stay in business, so that we keep offering the bricks at a reasonable price and do everything to the best of my ability. And I've been looking at my different options, and unfortunately, I don't have much control over the rainy season in Africa. I don't know when prices will stabilize, if they will stabilize. There are so many unknowns right now, like it costs me a lot of sleep at night, to say the least. At $20 a pound, I am losing a significant amount of money on the bricks at their current pricing. And I can't stay in business if I'm losing money, because then I can't buy more ingredients to make more bricks to make the whole process work. So what I'm going to do, as proactively as possible, is currently the pricing on the bricks is $12 for a single brick. That price has actually never changed. That was the price that we started out with 6 years ago, and that's the price that we've kept. I'm going to try and keep that the same. So $12 for a brick, a single brick. What has changed for the two times that we have adjusted pricing is we went from the 1 week supply, 2 week supply, 1 month supply to the volume discount system, which is what we currently use, in which case if you buy 6 or more bricks, you get a 20% discount. And then you buy beyond that, you get a 25% discount, and then 24 bricks and more is a 30% discount. What I'm going to do to try and mitigate this whole cost increase of cacao butter situation is simply reduce the cost of the volume, or reduce the discount inherent in the volume discount. So now, rather than getting a 20% discount when you buy 6 bricks or more, you're going to get a 10% discount. When you buy 24 bricks or more, rather than getting a 30% discount, you're going to get a 20% discount. So basically everything drops by 10% across the board on the volume discount tier system. I feel like that is the most reasonable way to go about it, rather than me increasing the cost of the bricks from $12, rather than me charging shipping or anything like that. I'm just simply going to reduce the volume discount by 10% across the board. That will hopefully offset this crazy increase in cacao butter to some degree at the $10.10 price. If I'm having to get bricks at $20 a pound, that's still not going to cover that shortage there. So I don't honestly know what's going to happen. I'm playing it by ear right now as we go through this, as I learn more from suppliers. I've been talking to multiple different suppliers. I'm trying to find options in every outlet that I can. I'm trying to get pricing for just getting an entire shipping container of cacao butter shipped here directly from the farmers and going direct to the source. I'm also looking at alternative options for the base ingredient. So right now, obviously, it's raw organic cacao butter. I've been experimenting with beef tallow as an option, so grass-fed, grass-finished beef tallow. I've been playing with that for quite some time. I've pretty well got a formula finalized now. This whole cacao butter crisis is going to expedite me making that formula a reality. I'm going to try and formulate some bricks using some cacao butter, some beef tallow, some may be 100% beef tallow and no cacao butter. I'm just playing around, seeing what sticks and seeing how things are going to work out. I don't know what the future of the cacao commodity system is going to be, and nobody seems to know. I've heard that it may stabilize by the end of the year. I've heard that it may take 6 years. I have no idea what's going to happen. We're just waiting for the powers that be to shake out and, see what those numbers are going to look like. As is true with everything from the get-go, I'm going to be completely honest and transparent with y'all. I'm going to share exactly what I learned. Anytime I find out something new about the commodity market, I'm going to let y'all know what I find out. But in the meantime, this is the only way that I know to hedge my bets and be as proactive as possible. So decreasing the volume discount by 10% across the board, finding alternative options for base ingredients, whether it's beef tallow or something else, and then just being honest and transparent with y'all. So that is what we're looking like right now. Scary times for me, because it's like that is our primary ingredient. That is what the whole brick is based on, is that raw organic cacao butter, which has all the amazing properties that it does, the high stearic acid content. Beef tallow also has pretty high stearic acid content, so I think that would be a pretty viable option. Now, beef tallow is not going to be as resilient to the heat as cacao butter, so depending on when we launch those flavors during summer months, they may be more susceptible to melting. So I've got to get all this stuff figured out. I am losing a lot of sleep right now. Stress levels are pretty high, but that is all for me to figure out and for me to just do right by y'all. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to be resilient. I'm going to figure this out. I'm trying to be very stoic about this and control those things which I have control over and be at peace with those things that I do not. I do not control the rainy season in Africa or the supply and demand of the commodity market as a whole. So I can't control those, but I can control my communication with y'all, the quality and integrity of the bricks. On that note, a lot of these larger chocolate manufacturers, like the Nestle's of the world, are trying to, sidestep and use really low quality ingredients to fill this void. I have no intentions of using, soy products or canola oil or anything like that in the bricks. So you don't have to worry about that. Anything that I do with regards to the formulation will be upfront and honest with y'all, and hopefully things just keep getting better. These changes will go into effect on the 1st of May. So if you want to stock up before then, by all means do so. I will put out another email newsletter before then to remind y'all, just so everybody's in the know. And I will obviously be very upfront and transparent with y'all with anything that I learn going forward. But I hate this. I apologize for this inconvenience. This is outside of my hands, outside of my control, so I'm just trying to control what I can. So that is where things sit currently. Hope y'all can be understanding of this. If there's any questions, by all means, don't hesitate to reach out and let me know. But truly, if y'all are interested, just simply Google the cacao butter crisis right now, and you will see what is going on. It is kind of crazy. It is very crazy. I talked to somebody, a supplier yesterday, and he said that he's been in business for 12 years, within the cacao market, and he's never seen prices like this. He said it was unprecedented, and they've literally 6x in the past few months. So don't know how long this will happen. Don't know what's going to happen, but I'm doing the best I can with the resources I have and being as honest and transparent in the process. So thank y'all so much for the support. I want to keep doing everything I can to make sure y'all keep getting bricks, and that is why we are doing these changes as it sits currently. So thank y'all so very much, and we will talk to you next time.